Get on your pillows, close your eyes, and put on your thinking caps so you remember what you learned. Let's go! Here we are. There's little Musa and his grandmother right there in the kitchen. Listen to Granny.
Little Musa, aren't you gonna eat your pancakes, son? It's almost time to go to school.
I know, Granny. I'm just not hungry.
There's something wrong with you, little Musa. Pancakes is your favorite breakfast.
Granny, I don't want to talk about it. I'll take a nap so I can eat it outside.
Our story is about a little boy named Musa who's afraid. Have you ever been afraid of something or someone? When we're afraid, it's like we just want to shrink away and disappear and let the fire go out. But did you know that God is the biggest fire there is? And His fire never goes out. When we trust in God, we don't have to worry. He'll fight our battles. Today we're going to learn how the big fire gave Musa the power to stand against Pharaoh Tut in the land of the bush. They called him Little Musa because his grandfather is Big Musa. Little Musa doesn't play with matchsticks or fire rocks or lighters, but he can light a fire just the same. He makes sparks fly with a flash of his big, beautiful smile. Little Musa doesn't start fires that burn people up, but he starts fires that warm them up and gives them hope and makes them feel good. Well, most of the time. At school, everyone likes to play games with Little Musa at recess. He says things like, "Hey, Joe, you got this. Just aim for the moon. Hit it out of the park." And I never met anyone who plays games just like you. He likes to walk little girls to class and help people with their homework. Everybody likes Musa. Well, almost everybody. Like Pharaoh Tut, he's the biggest bully in the school. He can't stand Musa. Today, Musa's not himself. He has a big challenge. Pharaoh Tut, that big old bully, is making his life hard. Pharaoh Tut and his friends, they keep stealing his lunch money and messing with his friends. Little Musa is feeling down on himself because he can't fix it, and he's feeling guilty. What about you, boys and girls? Do you think it's Musa's fault he can't stop that bully Pharaoh Tut? No, I don't think so. When things are too big for you, you gotta tell someone. Little Musa needs a special touch. And he's going to get it when his old papa tells him the story about the big fire. Little Musa's scared because Pharaoh Tut already promised him he's going to meet him at lunch and take his lunch money. That boy's bad. At least he acts like he's bad. Maybe he needs a hug or some pancakes or even an apple. But he doesn't ask for things, he just demands things. And he takes things. That's not right. Look, here comes Papa Musa right now.
Come here, little Musa. Come sit on Papa's lap. Did I hear your granny say you don't want your pancakes?
Yeah, Papa Musa. I'm not hungry right now.
You're not hungry, you say? Well, sounds to me like your fire's going out.
My fire's going out.
Yeah. There's a fire inside of you, and it has to eat to live. But when the fire is going out sometimes, you're not hungry. Sometimes we're sad or mad or scared. We can't eat because our fire is going out.
Who said I'm scared? I'm not scared, Papa Musa.
Look at him, boys and girls. Little Musa's crying.
Little Musa, what is it? Why are you so sad?
It's that mean old Pharaoh Tut. He keeps taking my lunch money. And he's messing with all my friends, too. Him and his friends.
Oh, I see. Did I ever tell you why we call our home the land of the bush?
No, Papa Musa. Why do we call our home the land of the bush?
Here's why we call our home the land of the bush. One day, God's friend Moses, or Musa, saw a bush on fire, but it wasn't burning up. When Moses went to the bush, God talked to him from inside the bush. Now, I'm sure God knew Moses would be curious about the bush on fire and why it wasn't burning up, so God just waited for Moses to walk over to the bush. Then he said, "Moses, take off your shoes, because this ground is holy, because I'm here and I'm holy." And he said something that sounded like this: "Go down, Moses, Way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Our ancestors always wanted to be protected by God, the big fire. He never burned up the bush. So the ancestors knew if they named our home the land of the bush, He wouldn't burn us up, and God would always protect us. Because He chose Moses to go down to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let his people go away from slavery, Moses had the power of the big fire, just like God has chosen you, little Musa, to tell Pharaoh Tut to keep your hands off my lunch money and leave my friends alone. You don't have to do this alone, little Musa. The big fire never goes out. Trust Him. He will give you courage. Tell the teacher. He will help you.
Little Musa, you better get out to the bus now. You don't want to be late to go to school.
Can I have another apple, Granny? I think I'll give it to Pharaoh Tut. Maybe he's hungry, but I won't negotiate with my lunch money. I'm going to tell my teacher.
Good for you, little Musa.
That's my boy.
Well, our work here is done, boys and girls. Isn't it good to know that no matter how hard things get, and no matter how mean people are, that the big fire, God, will help you and give you courage and fight with you.